In this weekly brawl, we are left auraless. But it's okay. After all, variety is the spice of direct strike, and we get quite a nice bonus to make up for our lack of auras. 1200 USD, baby. With our shiny credit card and our big cowboy hat, we'll be making America proud. I'm talking drone strikes, reptilian shadow government spaceships, and we're even breaking the Geneva Convention with landmines. And we're throwing it all at those strange brown creatures across that border. Okay, we have the weekly brawl here, no auras. What we do have is stockpile, and stockpile. So how much? That's like 1200 starting resources or something. And then synergy, all three waves spawn together. Unit costs increase, time between waves increased. We're Han and Horner for a few reasons. One, I can do this, and then I can just sell them later. So there's going to be a lot of potential pressure early on because, I mean, we start with, I think that's 400 each. So 1200, oh, one of them just left for some reason. Well, they'll still spawn with 3 waves at a time. So we get 1200 minerals. It's going to be a pretty, I think, high pressure early game. I'll get the tier 2 for detection. That's not a problem. Who do we have? We have a Tychus and an Artanis. So yeah, I can just sell my units. We can hold off that early pressure, then sell those units and turn them into our late game units that we want, which I feel like could work really well in this brawl. We could go Deimos Vikings, counter air very well. We could go battle cruisers, make them counter us very difficultly, depending on who they are. Or, you know, in a brawl with so many units spawning, we can maybe just go like pure Widow Mine and watch the destruction. I will, before that though, need to build up a bit of a mineral count. I need it. Come on. Needed 2 gas at the least. But we're also going to want to be the one to get Vikings. Not Vikings, we're going to be the one to want to get Ravens. So we'll get 1 Raven, that should maybe be enough. They don't have a great way to kill it unless they're going to micro-blink Stalkers, which would be well played by them. Do I want to just keep up with the Hell Bats? A few Hellions would be good, because they have a lot of armor. But I do want to be the frontline still. I mean, he's a bit of a frontline, isn't he? He's a bit of a frontline, so maybe I do go for even more Hellbats. Hellions. We'll keep a few Hellbats in the front, especially because he is going a few Lings, a few Centurions. But now we've got the Raven out, so that should help us. We do have to remember to constantly build, by the way. Do I care about getting any of the upgrades? I don't think so. How many cells do I have? 8. Well, I'm about to have 9, and I have 9 units. How about we just start going for the mines now, so we'll sell everything. I think I'm going to skip 3 gas. This brawl's fucked. Okay, so we'll get those mines ready to come out. Upgrades are like super efficient, by the way, because they have no increased cost, so we're definitely looking at those. I will not need the tactical jump though, hopefully. Do we have another mag mine? We don't, not yet. Gonna sell one of these mines so I can quickly get that other upgrade, the execution missiles. So when they die, they'll shoot out their missiles. Unfortunately, they might just die here because of the Zagara Banes. Maybe I want to split them a little more into like the sides like this. But we're okay with them dying early because we want to have the mines go off. I mean, this is all okay too if they like, we want that damage to go off ASAP so we can actually clear out a main part of their wave. Spawning every, what is it, every 25 seconds or something, by the way, it means we just have like constant Magmines, so it's actually kind of hard for them to push us here. Oh, he's got Reavers? I mean, we've got some insane AoE. Okay, he does have... Vorazen's an interesting one, being able to crowd control this many units. So he has Oracle, which will give him some detection. We see Zagara there is suicidal, throws out that ball of Banes. Do I even get like 1 attack or anything? Do I need another... No, I don't need another Raven, surely. If I get another Raven, it might be worth thinking about the upgrades for them. How much is a Raven? Like 180? 180. Okay, I was going to say 183. 3 off, what can I say? Yeah, those Oracles are going to be annoying. Maybe I do go a Viking, just to make sure we 100% deal with at least one of them before they get a Stasis Ward out. And, you know, we've got a lot of Han units here, so that will be a very tanky Viking. You know what, fuck it, it's 3 gas. What am I talking about? Why am I lying? I'm going 3 gas. Okay, let's see the big hit from the Reaver. Oh, it's not bad, it's whatever. We will get 1 Raven out. We got that 3 gas. We'll get another mine back out, because we sold it. So, not Raven, a Viking. The Viking is also going to deal with an Overseer, it seems. Not ideal. I mean, again, I'm okay with them detecting the Widow Mines. If all the Widow Mines die at the absolute start of the fight before even burrowing, it's honestly not bad. Because they instantly just take out like half their entire army. So, obviously if they burrow, it's even better, but... We'll turn off the ground on you. We will get the wild missiles. I can start thinking about tactical jump. Maybe after I get one more unit that's even a Raven. Okay, we have a Vortex there, sadly. Get another mine. How tanky is this? 397. We will turn off the ground mode on it. I can now micro it a little bit to keep it out of range of the turrets. A little bit of cheating never hurt anybody. Okay, we'll lift him back up again. So what are we going to do with him? I mean, he's just going to hit the Overseers. He's got no Raven run. I'm fine with getting tactical jump. Keeping that one guy alive, plus keeping the Raven alive is actually a big deal. And hopefully... Oh my god. You know, wake up, monkey. Don't let him just fly into the turrets. Guess I may as well just let him sit here for now. What was I thinking? Yeah, those mines just went crazy. I should hopefully only need one Viking until he gets more units. More air units, that is. I mean, he's got 3 oracles, is that? I mean, as long as we're not just letting him free build stasis wards on us, it should be good enough. He's going for the Archons as well. Those are the Dark Archons, not the Artanis Archons that they happen to look like. Unfortunately, bad micro there, but we're still stacking up under or in front of that mid wave. More mines, I guess. So what percentage is this health that we're getting? 16.5, not bad, not bad. Alright, they're just going more Hydras. I mean, we do well versus the Hydras, especially if Zagara like Bane bombs us, because that all just goes into their backline, all those mines. Do I actually want you grounded, maybe? Do I care about the grounded attack is the question. Not on one Viking, maybe I get another Viking, then get the grounded attack, micro it a little better. I could also start considering tier 3, go for cool in the fleet, because it's like, you know, it's relatively cheap considering how expensive units are here. So it's like a free battle cruiser and only 450 minerals, even though it's temporary battle cruiser. Not bad. I mean, I'm definitely thinking about another Viking here though. We'll get one more mine and we'll sell it once we spawn here. I mean, we've got good AoE. He's maybe even tier 3. Wait, do the Tychus upgrades increase in cost? Surely they do. If they don't, then Tychus is fucking insane. He's also insane because, you know, it's just really good versus masses of units. Get another Viking going. Maybe even one more. I mean, they don't have that much air, right? But making sure I 100% take it out is really nice. Especially if, okay, you know what? They're just taking my guy, so maybe not. I do kind of want another Raven as well, probably. But now I do want that Shredder rounds. I do want tier 3 and I do want 4 gas. Fuck it. What the hell are they talking about in chat, by the way? I just saw that last message. That's not good. I mean, the Dark Archons are really annoying, actually. I guess the main counter to that really is just more Widow Mines, so... But it means we are going to maybe have to have some more answers to their air. Because my own Vikings do incredible versus my own Vikings. Why can't I land? Because I've got mines selected. Whatever. That's fine. We'll just land here. Whatever. We do want another Raven. Maybe even 2 Ravens. Really making sure we have that vision. We do want to be the vision of the team. Ravens are definitely better than... I mean, him getting detection on Nakara is fine, but she sits at the back. And the Ravens are definitely better than Observers. The little bit of extra cost they have a jump, and then they also have Analyze Weakness, which, I mean, in this scenario isn't super impactful, right? Like, 3 damage when... I mean, 3 damage for the Tychus is massive. Maybe for the Zagara or something. And the Archons are kind of tanky. You know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. Might even be worth upgrading. Absolutely is worth upgrading, actually, now that I have 3 of them. We'll get that. Also makes them look cooler, which is very important. Yeah, these Dark Archons are a problem. The answer to that is... either Sovereign Battle Cruisers, because they are heroic, so that I'm pretty sure they can't be stolen by the Mind Control. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they can't. Or just more mines. We are potentially going to have problems once he gets Corsairs plus Oracles. So I kind of want to be the air for the team. Artanis doesn't really want to go Tempests. Tychus doesn't really have any air, so, you know. Yeah, I think I am going to have to be the one to transition into air, make sure we're prepared, of course, to get that 4 gas. I've kind of given up on the Viking micro because I can't be fucked, but... What's the... Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sell too many mines. They're doing so insanely well here, but... fuck, I'm slow on the sell. But the allies, I mean, they've got so many Reavers. This guy might be tier 3. I mean, he's not got many units. Okay, yeah, he's tier 3. He's got hammer munitions on one of them. Get one battle cruiser here. Maybe I shouldn't have actually, because it doesn't really provide us anything of value. Like, we're holding mid anyway, right? Maybe it scares them. Oh! Maybe it's going to be value. I mean, we're still holding mid, so it's like whatever. Like, that vortex does nothing. Do I get the upgrade for it? I think I do, because I am going to go for more battle cruisers anyway. Maybe 1 or 2. We'll get ready to actually make 1. I don't need too many, I just need to be a threat. So, how much do they cost? Oh my god, that is expensive. We'll sell 1 more mine. That is fucking expensive. Can I afford it in time? I can. Could have actually kept the mine as well, I think. But yeah, having 1 or 2 battle cruisers will actually be a huge problem for them. They're not mind controlling it, which they would if they could. You know what? I'm retarded. I didn't even consider my Vikings hitting my own battle cruiser. But it's fine, I still do want battle cruisers. I could actually just straight up sell Vikings. Even though we invested a lot into them. Like, what, 250 or something? However much the 2 upgrades cost. Tactical leap as well, but I mean, that works on the Ravens. Yeah, it might be time to make the battle cruisers our anti-air, because he is going to be able to steal our Vikings and just attack our battle cruisers with them. And if we don't go battle cruisers, he's just going to be able to steal our Vikings and attack our Vikings with them. So I think we just transition into battle cruisers here. We accept the small loss on the upgrades for the Vikings. We can always go Vikings later if the situation calls for it. It probably won't, but it'll be... I mean, the price that it cost us meant that we constantly held mid while going 4 gas on everyone. So it's like, you know, how hard is that to pay off for us, to be honest? So I want upgrades. How healthy are the Hydras? 150. A Stalker is, I think, 160. 80 plus 80. You know, not taking armor into account. Can we see where his Stalkers are? Yeah, 80 plus 80. How much do I do? 200, so no amount of armor that he could realistically have is going to stop that. 250 on the Void Rays. If I go 3 attack, I can one-shot those. I don't think it's worth it yet. I should be making units, by the way. I don't think it's worth it yet, but eventually we could do it. We could also go Galleons. You know what? I'm going to do that. Provide a bit of range for our team. Again, we want to be the air. We're going to turn off autocast on everything except Widow Mines. Get the Galleons spawning those. So Galleons... is this increased cost, by the way? I'm pretty sure that's usually 125. If it's not, then that probably means Tychus doesn't have increased costs. I'm not too sure though. But what I was saying is, although you can mind control the Galleons, they have insane range, 10 range. And with the Archons trying to hit the front line of everything up here, like the, well, I guess the Rattlesnakes, but also like the Mines and the Honor Guards, they're going to have a hard time mind controlling or getting in range to mind control the Galleons. So it actually works out quite well for us. And he will be pumping out those Widow Mines, so that will provide us a lot of value. He's actually pretty cheap as well, 660 versus 240 for a single mine. I mean, I still want some mines for the instant damage. The instant damage is a massive deal. So, like, it just takes out so much of their army instantly. It reduces so much of their, like, damage potential. But having those Assault Galleons as a backline to slowly pump out the Widow Mines and do some damage from range is really nice. So, I'm going to look at more of those. Where are his Archons? I didn't see any Archons there. No, they are just cloaked. And we had no detection. Fair enough. We'll be able to get out one more Galleon. I'll autocast the... No, will I sell this actually? Maybe I just go for 3 attack here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for 3 attack here to make sure I can start one-shotting those Void Rays. Like, we're far enough ahead. How much do these... Okay, we can't one-shot the Archons. We're going to 2-shot them anyway. But that's fine. If we can one-shot the Void Rays, it's going to be a huge problem for him. 200 health on Corruptors, so 1 attack means we can one-shot those because they'll have some armor, I imagine. Or if they don't have armor, then 0 attack would have, but it's fine. We'll just watch these guys pop, make a mine real quick, sell it, get ready to make a Galleon. We'll look at 1 armor as well. Probably just 1 armor for now. Like, again, our front line, I'm fine with it dying. The Widow Mines, I'm fine with it dying. The battle cruisers would benefit from the armor quite well, but the Galleons are sitting behind everything anyway, so usually by the time they're getting hit, all my other units are dead, so it's not like the armor does a huge amount. Or all the other allies' units are dead, so it's not like armor does a huge amount for them. Am I not going to afford this assault? No, I can afford it. Nice. 4 gas value, what can I say? Any other upgrades I want? Not really. I could actually maybe make things a little more interesting, go for some strike fighters. What else was I thinking? Yeah, I mean, armor works alright on the battle cruisers. It works well even, but but just 2 battle cruisers. Those are the only 2 it really is going to have a huge impact on. I guess the Ravens as well. Yeah, actually zero armor on the air units, which is understandably, and there's a couple. But I mean, he should maybe go Scourge. I don't do great versus Scourge until we get really late into the game where I can just go for more mines, tons of mines. Do I have a battle cruiser ready to be built for free? So maybe I want to do that to push through. So what was I thinking? Strike fighters. I mean, so far so good when it comes to my FPS, but we are getting to the point where a lot of units will be spawning and I'll start lagging maybe. So, you know, maybe strike fighters that kind of need that micro is not the smartest move here. Good time to spawn the battle cruiser, by the way. He's got that vortex out to maybe push us back a little. So 175 to ground if we get the upgrade. 100 damage over time. It's pretty good when we have this many units. I will get the upgrade. I'll probably go for 2 or 3 strike fighters. Are they Han units or Han units? They're Horner rather. Did I say Han or Han? Yeah, I have AIDS. They're Horner units. I'll get another one real quick. Did a nice little bit there. Similar to the Widow Mines, but very instantaneous damage, so that is really valuable. So we'll get another one, make sure we're getting ready to auto, not auto custom rather, to manual custom. So yeah, they're Horner forces. How many Han forces do we have? Not a huge amount. I mean, it's a pretty good balance. We don't need to balance it like 100% like 1 to 1. Can we get in there real quick? Nice. We don't need to balance it 1 to 1. It's not that important, but having a bit of a balance is nice, and we do have a bit of a balance. By the way, I should have made another. Yeah, I mean, these strike fighters are insane good versus hunter killers. They have 175 life, I believe I saw before. 150, even better. So even the armor doesn't stop it. Although I think these are spells, so spells don't get, like, they just pierce armor anyway. So they just one-shot the hunter killers, which is a rough place to be in for this Zagara. And you know what? If she builds some Scourge, or if things get too laggy for me, I can just sell these for 100% refund. And it's really not too big of a deal. I mean, I spent 75 on the upgrade. It's whatever. Did I ever upgrade that or change that battle cruiser I spawned in for free into a Yamato one, by the way? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. I mean, the problem with the strike fighters is they just don't have enough living here for me to actually make good use of them. I mean, that's pretty good use of them. That's pretty good use of them. I think I go one more galleon. Get ready to upgrade that. They're all upgraded, right? Well, they will be after this. We'll actually sell this. I'll make it again in a second. No, I don't need to sell it. What am I doing? Now I do, because I let that go through. I was gonna say get 2 armor. 2 armor's fine now. And we'll remake the galleon. We'll get it ready to upgrade. Make sure we're microing you. Oh no, I can't click in time. Okay, no, I've got it. I'll let them hang around here, this last one. Maybe it lives? Nah, it's not going to live, is it? We'll just throw it out. I was going to say maybe you can use it on the next wave. So, okay, they are stacking up in the Void Rays. Mines do a good job with that, as we see. I mean, the battle cruisers do a decent job too. I am thinking, now that I've got 3 galleons out, I kind of want to just go back into pure mines. Get back into that instant damage against these poor guys that have so many mass, like, built up units because of the brawl. I mean, that's just how the brawl works. You mass units and they get built up. Unless you're Tychus, I guess. We'll throw out a mine. I think we just start going like pure mines here. We've got a pretty good build where we can just now run through everything. Even the air, if they kill the mines, like air clumps up very, very hard. If they kill the mines, it's all just going to be gone. They're going to do well versus all those corruptors as well. Throw one of you guys out here. Strike fighters. Yeah, and I mean, these strike fighters are pretty much take out the entirety of the ground that's left over and kind of just giving the mines giving mines room to do their thing versus the air, which is great. And so, I mean, these guys are like massing corruptors, massing, like void rays, which I mean does okay versus the Artanis somewhat in some ways. It's mostly to counter my air units though, right? I only have like 5 air units if you don't count the Ravens and the strike fighters, which they pretty much aren't there for. And then it's like we've got a whole Tychus wave and a whole anti-ground Artanis wave underneath it. I mean, the Void Rays do well versus the Artanis wave if they're not hitting anything else, but they'll be hitting my units anyway. But it's like, fuck, they're spending so much on anti-air, and it's like even then they still can't get through the air alone. Mostly because we take out all their anti-air from the ground, right? Get some more mines, get some more mines. Maybe you want to pull the mines more so to the front. You know, still split them up a bit, but have something like this so we've got a decent amount of them at the front so they can actually just get the damage off ASAP. Could even maybe pull my battlecruisers back a little bit. Galleons I don't really need to, but the battlecruisers are tanking a lot of the damage. Yeah, I think I pull the battlecruisers back a little bit. It's actually easier to sell them because it costs so many charges to move them around. Alright, something like this will do well. And then the battlecruisers can slowly move in and do their thing without getting hit by too much of the anti-air before the mines go off. Okay, we see that come out. That Vortex does, or I left these on autocast, whatever. It's going to say Vortex also does indicate I've got that free battlecruiser to move out, so we'll get that going. How are we doing over here? I mean, a lot of mines left over. That means a lot of damage going to come out here. Yeah, there we go. And they're still building mines. If they get their set of mines out, they're going to be very sad. Okay, they do take it down before the mines come out. See what we can do here with the strike fighters. Maybe I want to move... I mean, the strike fighters are doing really well in the position they're in, as in they aren't dying before they get their shot off, but maybe I can move them up a little further without risking them dying. Like, I don't want them to get sniped before they get their shot off, right? But I do also want them to get their shot off as soon as possible. So I kind of have to find the middle ground there. Han forces are at 40.5%. How much left are these? 1265. What's the attack speed? I'll check in a second of the Han units. I mean, that worked pretty well. The strike fighters were up front really fast. They're not dying. This guy's even still alive. Don't run into the... Okay, he's going to run into the command center. Attack speed check. What are we at? I mean, it doesn't affect the mines much, does it? 16%. We're mostly looking at the health here. We could go into some more, like, maybe Hellbats, more AoE. And it gives, like, many stuns. It's not terrible, honestly. It just doesn't do well versus the Zagara forces. And it doesn't do great versus the Vorazon forces either. That one strike fighter way off. Doesn't do great versus the... I mean, the attack speed's really good on the Assault Galleons, though. So I could consider going some more Horner forces, which would be in the form of what? It would be in the form of battlecruisers. I mean, one more battlecruiser at this point. Oh, fuck. Please don't go off. Oh, no. I have one strike fighter left. I mean, it's fine, but that was bad. Whatever. Strike fighter's not doing anything there anyway. Yeah, I might just go back into battlecruisers now, give some attack speed to these galleons, eventually go back into galleons. They get huge health boost, 43.5%, so obviously the battlecruisers are going to be worth it. They're very strong. And after a battlecruiser, I reckon I start going back into armor after a third battlecruiser. They're doing well at holding on is the thing. Oh my god, I'm still forgetting to turn off that. Okay, I should just do it by this menu. Turn off the precision strike. It's like worst case scenario, I forget to even look at the strike fighters and they're just sitting there doing nothing, which is basically like autocast pretty much means they're basically doing nothing anyway. They hit like what, 2 Zerglings or something with their bombs, so just turning it off autocast is pretty much inconsequential. Can almost afford that battlecruiser. Almost have Cool in the fleet as well, which means they almost have Vortex. We've synced it up. Throw one of you out there. Can I reach the other one? Where is he? He's way off to the side. Maybe we can hang on to him. Oh, they caught me out. They caught me out on the battlecruiser. Oh my god, why are you so fast, bro? The strike fighter. I don't have time to throw it out. Okay, next wave we'll get it, and then we'll sell it, and then we'll get tier 4 plus 3. I mean, I guess I may as well get 3. No, we'll just wait for it. We'll wait. We'll wait. Where are our strike fighters? We will throw you out here. I mean, it is getting pretty rough when it comes to my lag, so maybe I do start selling the strike fighters. It's a shame because they do their job so insanely well. It's just it does less well when you can't aim them, so you know that's a problem. We'll see how we do on this wave and decide off of that. Yeah, 3 armors out, tier 4's coming out now. Let's see how you do. Let's see how a couple of strike fighters do. I mean, it did all right there. They just don't have that many units left over anyway. Unfortunately, I do lose a battlecruiser here, but we'll be able to remake it by the time next wave comes out. Oh, this is going to be a big strike fight. This is going to tell whether or not the strike fighters are worth it. Oh, it's so difficult, but I mean, I still did a lot, even with bad micro. Oh, Stalker snuck through here, actually. What do I need? I've got all the upgrades I want. Oh, fuck. Nah, it's getting too much. It's getting too much. I actually just can't see what's going on now. We have to sell the strike fighters. It's a sad state of affairs, but I think it's time. Can we afford a battlecruiser off of it? Not quite. Let's quickly get a galleon and then sell that. We have 49 cell charges. We can afford it. We'll get one more battlecruiser. We'll get a free battlecruiser as well. I'm not looking right now, but I imagine they are vortexing. They are. So we're still synced up. So 5 battlecruisers coming out. How much is that for attack speed on the galleons? 23%. We can maybe go one more battlecruiser and then into heavy galleons. Galleons with that attack speed is so nice on their interceptor things that they throw out, their hangar drones. You see their attack speed is... where is it? Yeah, their attack speed pretty low, much like interceptors from a carrier. So getting bonus attack speed for those is massive. Their main attack, not so low, but still. Is getting those mind controls off, which is kind of annoying because if he builds... I don't know if it it looks like it does. It looks like it resets the build timer for the Widow Mines. I was going to say if he gets Widow Mines out of that, it's kind of annoying. But no, it resets the timer, so that's fine. And he's mind controlling them after the fight happens because he can't get in range before that. So that's not going to dissuade us from going Assault Galleons. Let's just watch the show, I guess. I'm so sad I can't micro my strike fighters now. They're actually doing some serious damage there. Do I want some more Widow Mines for the instant damage? I mean, of course, that was, like, we fought that wave without the Widow Mines, basically, because they were coming in from, like, that was the end, the tail end of that wave from before, after we used up our Widow Mines. But if we have a ton of Widow Mines, maybe some live through and can do damage into the incoming wave. And maybe after one more Battlecruiser. We'll get the Battlecruiser and then we'll maybe go for more mines. Of course, the Assault Galleons do give mines, but maybe that's better. Maybe the Assault Galleons giving mines is better. More sustained damage. And then, like, the mines pop out halfway through the battle, as we see here. So it's like they don't get killed off immediately. So affect the next wave. Yeah, we'll go for the Assault Galleon plan. I can barely tell what's happening. I wonder what our team's building. Kind of want to look away, but I also want to see what's happening here. Have they gone back into Hydras? I think maybe. So a lot of Kevin, a lot of anti-ground going on. Okay, let's get that Battlecruiser out. Okay, we're definitely being relied on for the anti-air. I mean, he's got a lot of Dragoons, but we're definitely being relied on for the anti-air, but that's fine, that's fine. We maybe want to build like a staggered Raven, like 5 Ravens at this point would be fine, making sure we 100% have that detection for our team. I mean, realistically, you should have detection on like Nakara by now, which he might. Nakara might actually be dead. Does he have detection on her? He does. So yeah, she was just dead because she is quite tanky as well. But we want like 5 Ravens out to make sure we have detection of this Vorison wave. If we need to scan, so be it. You know, 30-minute game. I just looked at the time. I didn't realize it was gone that long. 25 minerals is really not a big deal, to be honest. So I think it's fine. Okay, let's see how we do. We are going to start going. We've got the 5 battlecruisers, right? Yeah. Okay, well, we can actually go for tier 5. Of course, 30-minute game. It means that upgrades out. We can... I should be blinking forward one of you, actually, just to make sure. Oh, well, there we go. I was going to say, we can start going for the Assault Galleons now. That was a stronghold by the opponents.